Welcome to the House series of webinars from Red Hat. Today we'll have a session on open source and Red Hat. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Arun Eapen and I am responsible for the Red Hat technical training delivery for the India region. The agenda starts with an overview of Red Hat, followed by a discussion on the open source innovation, sampling of our customers, our technology portfolio, working with Red Hat, and finally Red Hat training. I always start my sessions with the quote by Mahatma Gandhiji which captures the open source story. First they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they fight you, and then you win. I got introduced to open source during my final year of engineering way back in 1996 when I did a small simulation project which used Red Hat Linux 4, codenamed Colgate. There was no looking back since then, and I had decided to build my career on open source technologies. At that time, people used to ridicule and laugh at my decision of pursuing a career in Linux and open source based technologies. Fast forward 20 years to the present, and we see that there's absolutely no aspect of your life that does not get touched by open source technologies. Here is where I would like to start the session with a small video called Truth Happens. Despite ignorance, ridicule, and opposition, truth happens. Open source continues to revolutionize the industry. Every day, someone around the world chooses a proprietary solution restricted by patents, copyrights, and trademarks. At the same time, somewhere around the world, somebody learns of open source and adopts its innovative, compelling technology. The video gives a walkthrough of historical criticism on how throughout the history, new technology has been resisted by those who said it couldn't be done. Yet despite opposition, time and again the impossible is made possible by those with determination and vision. Now the history has witnessed how open source is a better way of developing technology and a better way of making it accessible. And while there are those who have ignored open source or claimed it wouldn't work or wouldn't last, but at last truth happens. This is Red Hat, this is our story, my story as well. Truth happens. Let's look into facts about Red Hat. We are the world #1 provider of commercial IT products and solutions based on open source software, and we lead by a large margin. The more than 90% stat illustrates our vast reach around the world and in a range of industries. Successful companies use our products. With approximately 10,000 employees in 35 countries, we have a worldwide presence. Red Hat has the size, the scale, the capacity to meet customer demands. We have a global presence and can support our customers and partners wherever they are. Red Hat is a large-scale innovator of open source technologies with 2,000 plus engineers. While we collaborate with open source communities, partners and customers, we also do a lot of pure development to ensure that our products are suitable for enterprise-wide critical deployments. This timeline shows how Red Hat became the leading provider of open source enterprise IT solutions since the first release of Red Hat Linux and the company's founding in 1993. Red Hat has been expanding its technology portfolio. Red Hat has acquired numerous companies that have helped us broaden our portfolio. We open source the technologies that we acquire as quickly as possible. Meanwhile, our financial growth has overwhelmingly been organic, meaning our business is growing naturally rather than because we are buying customers through acquisitions. Between 2014 and 2016, Red Hat acquired several companies and technologies to enhance our overall portfolio. Inktank, which provides cloud storage technology based on the Ceph project. Innovance, which is not only a significant contributor to the OpenStack development community, but also provides cloud OpenStack consulting deployment services. CentOS was integrated into Red Hat, providing the CentOS organization with the funding and resources to survive and work to develop new Red Hat Enterprise Linux-based solutions. FeedHenry, which is a next-generation mobile application platform for the enterprise, designed around open source components. The cloud-based platform enables fast, easy development of mobile apps that connect securely to existing business systems by supporting mobile application development, mobile backend as a service, mobile application management, security and authentication, reporting and analytics, cloud and on-premise deployment. Ansible, providing powerful IT automation solutions designed to help enterprises move towards frictionless IT. Customers can deploy and manage applications across private and public clouds, speed service delivery through DevOps initiatives, streamline OpenStack installations and upgrades, and accelerate container adoption by simplifying orchestration and configuration. 3Scale, a leading provider of application programming interface API management technology. By adding 3Scale to its existing portfolio, we strengthen our enablement of the API economy with simplified cloud integration and microservices-based architectures. This slide provides an overview of Red Hat financials. The histogram numbers are accurate as of the end of FY16. Red Hat's fiscal year ends February 28th. The growth in revenue speaks for itself. Very few companies are growing as quickly, steadily, and successfully as Red Hat. Through Q1 FY 2018, we have had 61 quarters of continuous revenue growth, and we are still going. Other companies may point to continuous annual growth, with occasional poor quarters being obscured, but Red Hat has been growing every quarter for 12 plus years. We have grown rapidly and consistently, even during the recent world economic downturns. In 2012, we became the first open source company to reach $1 billion in revenue. Then in March 2016, we became the first open source company to reach $2 billion in revenue. Our revenue in FY17 was $2.4 billion US. This slide shows our worldwide coverage with a geographic breakdown and give insights on Red Hat, not simply a North American company. Our international presence is not just for sales and support or consulting. Red Hat does engineering, documentation, training, internationalization, and more at locations spread all around the world. Examples include virtualization in Israel, hardware certification in Beijing, internationalized documentation in Brisbane, sustaining engineering in the Czech Republic, consulting services in France. If you see the sales channel or direct split, it illustrates that we are a great company to partner with and that we are serious about our channel play. This slide demonstrates Red Hat's opportunity in the enterprise IT market and shows how our portfolio has expanded since 2005. Back then, we were essentially a single product company selling only Red Hat Enterprise Linux. We could only compete in the operating system market, estimated at that time to be around $8 billion. With our growth, acquisitions, and new offerings, combined with the growth of the overall IT market, we are now operating in multiple markets that combined are estimated to be $66 billion by 2020. This is not just an opportunity for Red Hat, it's an opportunity for the entire Red Hat ecosystem of partners, independent software vendors, and original equipment manufacturers. It contributes to the continued growth of our ecosystem, and customers will be the ultimate beneficiaries. We can grow, our partners can grow, and our customers will benefit. This slide shows Red Hat's revenue from infrastructure related subscriptions, application development and emerging technology subscriptions, and training and consulting services. The year-on-year annual growth rate is important to note, especially in reference to application development and emerging technologies. Although Red Hat is best known for Red Hat Enterprise Linux and other infrastructure related offerings, we are showing high growth in application development related and emerging technology subscriptions. Infrastructure related offerings include Red Hat Enterprise Linux, Red Hat Enterprise Virtualization, Red Hat Satellite. Application development related and other emerging technologies include Red Hat JBoss middleware family of technologies, Red Hat storage technologies, cloud offerings such as CloudForms, Red Hat OpenStack platform, Red Hat Cloud Infrastructure, and Red Hat OpenShift. This slide demonstrates Red Hat's breadth of experience in vertical markets. Fortune 500 and Global Fortune 500 leaders in the airline, telecommunications, healthcare, and banking industries choose Red Hat for our broad portfolio of open source solutions. Let's take a look into open source. This slide shows our process of creating products from open source software. Participate shows a huge galaxy of open source projects, many of which Red Hat plays a lead role in developing. Example could be the Linux kernel, KVM virtualization, OpenStack, etc. Integrate. Red Hat sponsors and integrates open source projects into two major consolidation projects: Fedora, the foundation for Red Hat Enterprise Linux, and JBoss Developer Community, the foundation for the Red Hat JBoss middleware portfolio of products. These provide free working environments that are used as software development labs and proving ground for features that may be subsequently be incorporated into Red Hat's commercial products. Red Hat is also the lead sponsor for other consolidation projects around cloud, storage, and virtualization. There also are many smaller consolidation projects. The slide illustrates that open source is not developed by an army of volunteers. Even relatively new projects such as OpenStack are developed by the world's leading IT vendors. Open source development is overwhelmingly professional. Volunteers, academia certainly play a role and can make vital contributions in the area of newly emerging technologies and research, but they do not control critical enterprise capabilities. And this is repeated for every open source project. Note that Red Hat Enterprise Linux, as an example, comprises several hundred projects, and Red Hat is a major development contributor for many of them, including projects such as the Linux kernel itself, KVM, SE Linux, GCC, Wildfly, Gluster, Ceph, GFS, etc. This combination of professional and informal development provides a highly dynamic environment. It's so effective that a huge proportion of software development these days is being done using the open source model. Stabilize. The creation of Red Hat's enterprise products. These are much more than a simple collection of mature, well-tested open source projects. They are integrated into complete enterprise-ready products, and they are created with a large supporting ecosystem that includes everything from partners to support, maintenance, to documentation, to training, to consulting services, to hardware and software certifications, and so on. It is a completeness of our ecosystem that distinguishes Red Hat from competitors. It's important to emphasize the engineering work that is done by Red Hat through extensive quality assurance and the hardware and software certifications that are done, and the long-term multi-year maintenance and support that Red Hat provides, which is 10 years for most products. Long-term maintenance is a simple but important feature. If a security bug is discovered in a 5-year-old Red Hat product, we will create and deliver a fix for it. It may be backported from the upstream code base or freshly developed. Either way, this feature makes Red Hat products suitable for long-term deployment. Meanwhile, the open source projects have moved forward, possibly by several years, and are not interested in creating patches for old software. For example, you cannot get patches for 5-year-old versions of Fedora or most other open source products. IT vendors contribute to the development of open source software at every step. Individuals can also contribute. While shared development reduces cost, it is also a powerful way to ensure that new features align closely with customer requirements. Some of the attributes of open source are open exchange. We can learn more from each other when information is open. A free exchange of ideas is critical to creating an environment where people are allowed to learn and use existing information towards creating new ideas. Participation. When we are free to collaborate, we create. We can solve problems that no one person may be able to solve on their own. Rapid prototyping. Rapid prototypes can lead to rapid failures, but that leads to better solutions found faster. When you are free to experiment, you can look at problems in new ways and look for answers in new places. You can learn by doing. Meritocracy. In meritocracy, the best ideas win. In a meritocracy, everyone has access to the same information. Successful work determines which projects rise and gather effort from the community. Community. Communities are formed around a common purpose. They bring together diverse ideas and share work. Together, a global community can create beyond the capabilities of any one individual. It multiplies effort and shares the work. Together, we can do more. The culture of open source is the heart of its power. It requires collaboration and transparency to work, but the benefits are vast. Shared problems can be solved much faster than those worked on alone. Examples abound. OpenStack was a collaboration among Rackspace, NASA, and others. SE Linux was a project among the National Security Agency, the NSA, Red Hat, and others. Linux itself was an openly developed project started by one man but made successful by many people. Tools and techniques that work well become standards, and standards promote greater efficiency and faster development. Standard APIs mean it's easier to make components work together. Standard processes allow for greater collaboration, and standard tools and repositories, can think about GitHub, mean even more people can help make a project better. Open source is behind today's technology leaps, all the things that make digital transformation possible. Infrastructure changed from mainframes to x86 commodity market, which gave birth to Linux servers, among other things. Cloud innovation sprung from that well. The cloud underneath is Linux. Applications move from monolithic, single-use tools to reusable, flexible microservices, containers, and mobile. Networking and storage move from proprietary physical components to software-defined and software-based tools that can be shared much more easily. Our customers and our employees want more modern applications, connectivity, and control. These demands for efficiency, agility, and innovation require organizations to look to new techniques in areas like cloud, mobile, and X as a service. Open source communities are very good at rapid innovation, collaboration, addressing common problems with the power of community, and much more. However, businesses have some needs that communities do not and should not have to address. This is where Red Hat steps in. We help organizations interact with the open source technologies they need, getting changes and requests upstream. We are trusted by the communities that cultivate innovation. They know we will not stifle or hoard it because by sharing we can make it even better. We refine community software by performing QA and integration tasks and standardizing user interfaces. We offer the innovation of community software with the stability of an enterprise lifecycle and technical support. The community trusts us, our customers trust us. This is our business model. Our development process isn't just for Linux. We are involved in many communities, building and refining the many different technologies that make up today's IT environment, from the OS to storage to middleware, OpenStack and containers, all the way up to management and automation. Red Hat is helping build open source solutions to modern IT challenges. The column in the middle shows the open source projects that Red Hat sponsors and nurtures. In many cases, Red Hat is a lead sponsor. Both Red Hat and non-Red Hat developers, which means partners, other vendors and customers, contribute to these projects and are free to use the code as they wish. The column on the outside shows the fully supported enterprise products that Red Hat creates from these projects. Let's take a look into our customer. In this slide, you can see a Big 8 slide. This is organized by region. Let's take a look into the next slide, which is a Big 6 slide, which is organized by industry. The partners on this slide represent some of the biggest names in hardware, software, cloud and business solutions. We work with these partners every day to bring the best of modern technology to all our customers. Red Hat partners play a key role in developing customer relationships, understanding customer needs and increasing Red Hat portfolio sales. As customers use Red Hat technologies to help solve increasingly complex business issues, Red Hat partners provide reliable guidance and technical information to assist customers in making sound technology decisions. Red Hat understands how important strategic partnerships are to making its customers successful. Strategic partnerships are extremely valuable to a Red Hat customer's success. Partners with leading platform architects provide solutions that speed deployment, improve performance, and maximize return on investment. This brings Red Hat solutions to broad and niche industries, and it ultimately allows Red Hat to reach a larger customer base and embed technology into more industry solutions. Let's take a look into Red Hat portfolio. To make sense of our growing portfolio, we highlight the products that relate to the 4 most common challenges that our customers face. Optimizing existing traditional resources so they can continue to add value. Integrating old and new systems, resources and practices. Adding and managing the cloud infrastructure that's appropriate for your needs. Building the modern apps and solutions that will take you further. Cloud can solve every challenge, and neither can simply improving your existing infrastructure. This is why Mode 1 and Mode 2 both exist and why the world is increasingly hybrid. IT organizations must balance these needs. Organizations have invested heavily in infrastructure, applications, processes and policies over the years. While the pressure is heavy to move to new platforms and technologies to help the business compete, they can't just throw out these existing investments and assets. IT organizations must embrace new technologies and approaches to bring innovation and insights to the business, while also supporting and modernizing systems that help run and protect the business today. Organizations are optimizing existing IT investments by using what they have, as well as modernizing their IT assets. This approach helps them increase efficiency, getting the most from their budgets and resources while positioning their infrastructure for the future. This slide highlights the Red Hat products and solutions that help customers optimize their IT. These include the infrastructure software, container platforms. The specific products within these categories include Red Hat Enterprise Linux, Red Hat Storage, Red Hat OpenStack platform, Red Hat virtualization, and Red Hat OpenShift. This slide highlights some of the customers who have successfully optimized their IT with Red Hat products and solutions. You can learn more about these customers by reading their case studies in our site at the mentioned URL. We have the BSE, Intuit, and Sky News being featured here. Integration is connecting different software applications, services, and data to automate business processes and provide the right information in the right place and at the right time. Today, virtually all information is digitized, stored in databases and files, and accessed by applications, processes, and people. Nearly all business in all industries use integration among customers, other businesses, employees, applications, processes, and databases. There are two major integration types: application integration and data integration. Application integration, also known as process integration, integrates end-to-end business process across multiple applications or functional boundaries. Data integration accesses data from disparate systems to create a combined, consistent view of core information. It creates insights and improves business decisions. Organizations usually use data integration to help accelerate development of business intelligence systems. Red Hat application integration products can substantially increase productivity by providing the capability to integrate apps and services quickly and efficiently, regardless of where they reside. It can be on-premise or in the private or public cloud. Red Hat data virtualization improves productivity by letting customers access data from disparate sources and view them in a consistent, combined way. Red Hat products and solutions that help customers optimize their IT. These include middleware and application services as well as management. To learn more about specific products within these categories, we'll have to visit the messaging index. We have the middleware portfolio, the management portfolio. This slide highlights customers who are successfully integrating apps, data, and process using Red Hat products and solutions. You can learn more about them by reading their case studies at the mentioned URL. We have Nissan, TMG Health, Ethos featured in here. To compete and grow, business and developers need always on, secure, scalable, and dynamic infrastructure. By adding and managing cloud infrastructure, organizations can be more nimble and fast in delivering services. This slide highlights the Red Hat products and solutions that can help customers create, improve, and better manage, scale, and orchestrate their inevitably hybrid cloud infrastructure. These include container platforms, OpenStack private cloud environments, and software-defined storage and services solutions. The specific products within these categories include Red Hat Enterprise Linux, Red Hat Storage, Red Hat OpenStack Platform, Red Hat Virtualization, Red Hat OpenShift. This slide highlights customers who have successfully added and or managed cloud infrastructure using Red Hat products and solutions. You can learn more about them by reading their case studies at the mentioned URL. Cos Automotive, Union Bank, Paddy Power Betfair is featured in here. Organizations need new architectures, processes, and platforms to build modern applications and digitally transform their businesses. When used together, modern application platforms, processes, and architectures allow organizations to provide a much better user experience, connect everything, which include apps, data, IoT, increase productivity and efficiency, and develop and deliver applications faster. This slide highlights the Red Hat products and solutions that help customers build modern applications. These include container platforms, middleware and application services, developer tools. The specific products within these categories include Red Hat JBoss middleware, Red Hat OpenShift. This slide highlights customers who are building more modern applications using Red Hat products and solutions. You can learn more about them by reading their case studies at the mentioned URL. So we've got these customers being featured in here, which includes FICO, Amadeus and KeyBank. No matter which challenges our customers are facing, security and management are integral. The same could be said for our services portfolio. The next slide provides details about services and security. In reference to our services portfolio, it's important to note that Red Hat is more than a company that sells open source software and support. We are a full services supplier of IT, meaning we can work with customers on other aspects of their deployments, design, installation, management, staff training, best practices consulting, tuning, security assessments, etc. And we can do this for all of our products. Red Hat Consulting offers an expansive array of ways to help customers achieve process efficiencies, take advantage of growth opportunities, maximize return of investments, and optimize performance and value. We help customers intelligently integrate systems and establish automated data processes for making smarter decisions. Save cost and raise productivity by migrating from older systems and applications. Quickly move to the cloud and realize its benefits. Navigate complex infrastructures so they can do more with less. Implement open source policies and governance for realizing price and performance benefits. Red Hat Training and Certification provides a 18-year history with more than 1 million customers in India alone. 50 plus courses spanning our full product portfolio. World-class performance-based certifications including rhce, the Red Hat Certified Engineer. A wide range of delivery options including classroom, virtual training, online self-paced learning and on-site. Let's take a look at how working with Red Hat happens. Unlike most other software companies, Red Hat's business is based on a subscription model. This slide shows the major components of the model: technology, assurance and expertise. Red Hat was one of the first companies to establish subscriptions as a viable software business model. Subscriptions are more in line with today's consumption models, especially in cloud computing environments. Describing the subscription model is not as simple as it seems, mostly because customers are used to thinking in terms of licenses and maintenance contracts. Proprietary models require a customer to purchase a one-time license that entitles them to run the software. Then they purchase an annual maintenance contract that provides services and support. With Red Hat products, customers have to think a little bit differently. First, remember that open source software is licensed under an open source license model, typically the GNU public license. So Red Hat does not impose license costs. There are none. A Red Hat subscription is similar to an annual maintenance contract, except that Red Hat structures it to be fully inclusive in a way that maintenance contracts never are. The subscription pays for the engineering, development, testing of the product. It pays for all the code development that Red Hat does with the partners, including certifications. It pays for unlimited support, maintenance, updates, upgrades, security patches, and access to the Red Hat customer portal, including the knowledge base and more. This approach helps Red Hat provide predictable costs. Once a customer has purchased a subscription, he or she has nothing else to pay, no hidden costs. An important point to make is that subscription include updates and upgrades. Red Hat receives no revenue after shipping a new version of product. The right to use it is included with every subscription. So new versions are not revenue events for Red Hat in the way that they are with mostly the proprietary software companies. That means Red Hat engineering does not need to produce a new version with a few new features simply to generate more additional revenue. It also means that Red Hat does not need to force customers to upgrade. Bottom line, new versions are only released when necessary and customers are free to upgrade at their own pace. Of course, we encourage customers to run the latest version of our products because of their capabilities, but we won't do it to generate additional revenue. The general life cycle, in other words, how long a product is maintained and supported, of Red Hat products is 10 years from shipment of the first major release. So Red Hat Enterprise Linux 5, which was shipped in March 2007, is supported until March 2017. Part of this life cycle includes the release of updates, which are minor releases like the 5.1, 5.2, 5.3, etc. Most Red Hat products follow this model, although some products may have a 5 to 7 year life cycle. Red Hat also owns the problem. When there are multiple vendors involved, we will do the problem isolation and work with our partners to fix a customer's problem without finger pointing. It's worth noting that some vendors claim to offer lifetime support, suggesting that their products are supported forever. This is hugely misleading to customers. These vendors have an escape clause that enables it to drop support for one of its Linux versions at any time. Additionally, lifetime can be translated to mean that there will always be a product available, not that a single version is supported forever. The simplicity of our model makes it easy to do business with Red Hat and easy to do IT budgeting. We know from experience that customers like the model and find it effective for their needs. And if a subscription expires, customers can continue to use the product legally, albeit without the subscription benefits. Just to summarize, the world's leading developer and supplier of open source software for enterprise IT, a high growth, multi-billion dollar S&P 500 index company, offering a comprehensive portfolio of products and services, globally active in all vertical markets with strong channel and direct delivery models. Red Hat training and certification, driving customer success through Red Hat expertise. Key findings from the 2016 Open Source Job Survey and report shows that companies are experiencing increased demand for open source talent. A clear majority, 65% of hiring managers report open source hiring will rise more than hiring in other parts of their business over the next 6 months, a large number than in past Linux job reports. Open source is now the go-to platform for building software and technology, and the demand for talent to support it is a major priority among recruiters. 59% of hiring managers say they will add more open source professionals to their ranks in the next 6 months. This is a 9% jump over last year's Linux jobs report, which found 50% planning to add Linux talent in the following 6 months. Within the same time frame, open source hiring is slated to become the top of the requirement, with 65% of employers reporting more open source hiring than hiring in other parts of their business. On the employer side, from the same open source job report 2016 by the Linux Foundation and DICE, 65% of hiring managers say open source will rise higher than other parts of the business. Digital transformation is skills transformation. A recent CIO survey indicates 65% of IT leaders reporting a skills shortage holding them back, up from 59% last year. Addressing the skills gap in your organization. One of the first options is to hire. It's time consuming, expensive and difficult. The second option, to contract. It's quick but expensive and short term. And option 3, train, which is flexible, cost effective and long term. Training is cheaper than other alternatives when you consider the hidden costs of hiring, high turnover, low productivity and employee disengagement. Red Hat training and certification. It helps organizations and individuals succeed. For organizations, the Red Hat training and certification helps speeds technology adoption and maximizes your return on investment, fuels innovation by addressing organizational skill gaps, improves productivity by increasing the performance of teams and individuals. Whereas for individuals, the Red Hat training and certification helps with improving on-the-job performance by reducing mistakes and increasing efficiency, reduces risk of individuals not following established uses and practices, decreases dependence on support and other employees. Red Hat training and certification, learning based on your needs, not ours. Skills assessment, customers can use a skills assessment tool to discover what training opportunities they may benefit from. We have individual skills, which assesses your skills by role or product and receive personalized training recommendations. Group skill assessment, which identify the skill gaps within your team and receive detailed reporting and training recommendations. These are no-cost assessments for groups and individuals. Covers the Red Hat training portfolio. Identifies strengths and areas for improvement, provides personalized recommendations, helps IT professionals focus on what they need to learn. We have the best-in-class curriculum and instructors. Red Hat training combines a high-quality courseware with instruction from true industry experts. Red Hat training, which is job role and solution focused. Task-driven instructional design focused on real-world solutions. Curriculum designed on input from support, engineering, consulting and management. Concepts reinforced by hands-on labs. Red Hat instructors who have 20 years of experience in IT, 11 years of experience with Red Hat, 11 years of experience teaching, 100% Red Hat certified, with almost 50% being Red Hat certified architects. Red Hat training and certification. Ensure a return on your training investment. 93% of Red Hat certified professionals agree that Red Hat's hands-on testing provides better measures of skills and knowledge as per a Red Hat certification study in 2015. Red Hat certifications are best of industry and are 100% performance-based exams for students. Strict security ensures legitimacy of results. Flexible testing options allows for convenience in validating employee skills. Provides online verification system for certification. Nobody is better qualified to address the diverse and varied training needs of a global organization using Red Hat products than Red Hat training. We cater to your needs with a curriculum that spans a complete Red Hat portfolio including cloud, DevOps, Linux, middleware, storage and virtualization. Delivery, where options to match learning preferences including classroom learning, high definition video classes, on-site training, virtual training. Availability, address the needs of global workforces, accessible in over 200 countries and available in up to 9 languages. Pushing the envelope of innovation learning with video classes, high definition video training featuring our most popular courses presented by our most experienced instructors and streamed to your laptop or other personal devices. Video Classroom presents a dynamic self-paced video training of our most experienced Red Hat certified instructors recorded in high definition HD video that gives you that in-classroom setting without incurring travel costs and risking time away from the office. You get 90 days of unlimited access to course videos, 80 hours of cloud lab access, full and searchable transcripts, high quality hands-on lab environments, email support, video functionality and ebooks with your course content. Continuous learning with Red Hat Learning subscription, allowing you to maximize your training budget and retention. Red Hat Learning subscription delivers access to Red Hat online training resources in a single annual subscription. Watch videos, take courses and complete hands-on labs online as often as you like at your own pace. Customize your learning experience to access online training classes, certification exams or video courses by choosing your subscription tier. Red Hat Learning subscription is an exclusive program that provides you with 1 year's access to all Red Hat online learning courses. You will receive unlimited access to our online learning content, up to 400 hours of hands-on lab time and more than 300 recorded instructor videos, all for one low price. Red Hat training and certification has proven business impact. 95% students report that they are better prepared after class to maximize the value of Red Hat products. 92% students report more successful IT projects involving Red Hat technologies after training. 92% students are able to work more independently and rely less on co-workers after taking Red Hat training. Only Red Hat training can offer complete coverage of the Red Hat product portfolio, production-based training with innovative concepts, shortest time to market on training related to new product releases, content designed on input from support, consulting, engineering and product management teams, consistency of content and labs across all training methods, training led by certified experts averaging over 20 years in IT and 11 years on Red Hat products, global availability with course and exam translations in 9 languages, 100% performance-based certification testing. Finding training that works with your schedule and your learning style can be a challenge. The video that I will play now describes the various on-demand learning options offered by Red Hat to meet your unique needs and preferences.
With today's on-the-go lifestyles, finding training that works with your schedule and your learning style can be a challenge. Red Hat understands this and offers multiple on-demand learning options to meet your unique needs and preferences. Red Hat Video Classroom provides you with access to our most popular courses, presented by our most experienced instructors and delivered in high definition to provide an interactive, in-classroom experience from the comfort of your home or office.
Using the permissions we talked about earlier in this chapter, we have read, write, and execute.
With each course, you'll receive 90 days of unlimited access and 80 hours of cloud-based labs. Learning is enhanced by a downloadable ebook containing full course content for your use, along with options to turn on closed captioning. View the fully synced course transcription and ask questions of Red Hat instructors. Another key benefit of Video Classroom is the search functionality. Use it as a quick way to brush up on certain topics or refresh your skills in key areas as they arise on the job. You can search within a video or across all videos and instantly access the content you need when you need it. Another option to build your skills is Red Hat Online Learning. This on-demand learning option gives you the ability to access the same high-quality course content found in our classrooms and is available for our complete course portfolio. All courses feature 90 days of unlimited access and 80 hours of cloud-based labs, accessible anywhere with an internet connection, in up to 10 languages. The majority of the courses also make use of short, pre-recorded webinars that offer insight from experienced Red Hat instructors.
Items with trailing ellipses indicate an arbitrary number of items can be specified.
Key features of Red Hat Online Learning include interactive practice exercises and multi-format quizzes with instant answer checking. Also, online labs provide the hands-on experience you need to manage actual production environment scenarios. A convenient search functionality allows you to locate key terms within the course content and quickly navigate to the appropriate sections. If you're looking for the ultimate on-demand learning experience, look no further than Red Hat Learning Subscription. Red Hat Learning Subscription includes a full year of unlimited access to all Video Classroom and Red Hat Online courses, as well as 400 hours of lab time. You can participate in more than 50 Red Hat online courses, covering core offerings like Red Hat Enterprise Linux and the latest technologies like Red Hat OpenShift, Red Hat OpenStack Platform, Ansible by Red Hat, and more, giving you the opportunity to try before you buy. Also included is instant access to all new Red Hat courses released during your subscription period. Subscription options that include certification exams, one-on-one instructor hours, and more are also available. Red Hat offers a variety of on-demand training and learning tools designed to appeal to the unique learning needs and preferences of individuals worldwide. We're here to help you gain the skills you need to stay at the forefront of your industry. Learn more. Contact us today.
Red Hat Training and Certification helps organizations and individuals succeed by delivering training and certification services that help to close the IT skills gap and equips customers with the best capabilities. Teaming up with our partner network to reach more enterprises and offer comprehensive learning solutions tailored to customer needs. Activating continuous learning, pushing the latest knowledge to the field, and bringing critical insights back to our development communities. Red Hat Training and Certification is your partner for training, certification, and continuous learning resources that ensure you succeed with our technologies. Thank you all for attending this session on open source and Red Hat.